Hey, Marco Schwarz here, and inside this video, I want to tell you how to get started with affiliate marketing. So a lot of people actually ask me, how do we get started with this? From the ground up, how to pick a product, how to actually make sure that it will be beneficial for your audience, how to do all of that. So I wanted to do this video really to give you my 3-step process to help you get started with affiliate marketing and especially do it the right way. And by the right way, I mean the way that it's actually beneficial for everyone, especially for your audience. Because there's so much bad press that comes with affiliate marketing, like people scamming other people just pushing for the sale on when recommending some products. So I really want to show you what's the right way to do it, especially, as I said, the way that it will be beneficial for your audience. So before I go ahead and give you the process, just want to tell you why I think affiliate marketing is great, and of course it's still great. Well, first, you don't have to manage or create any product. So you can immediately give value to your audience by recommending a product or service that you already used before, but without actually having to create it yourself. And that comes with a lot of advantages. So not only you don't have to take the risk of creating the product, but also you don't need to take care about customer support. You can answer people's questions, of course, but ultimately customer support is not up to you. The other thing is that with affiliate marketing, you don't really have any scaling issues, right? You don't need to have to think yourself about, well, will I be able to handle that many more customers, right? Because I need to process something or fabricate the product. That's not up to you. It's all up to the person or company that actually created the offer. So that's also a great thing with affiliate marketing. And because of all of that, it's a great way to actually get started online. Because if you know how to build an audience, then you can actually show them, recommend to them some product or services that you used before without actually having to create them yourself. So let's now move to the first step of this process. So for this first step, it's all about picking a product or service that you will recommend to your audience. Not a lot, not a whole category of products, just one, okay? And please use a product that you know. Or if you have a team, right, you can perfectly also recommend a product that someone of your team knows, and then this person will actually create content about it, but something that at least you know or someone of your team knows. That's the main problem with affiliate marketing today. There's so many people just recommending products that they never use, that they will probably never use, and they are just hoping that their audience will actually benefit from it. And in most cases, well, that might not be true, because how can you actually know if you didn't try it yourself? So that's the first step, pick a product or service that you know. The second step is to actually find what's called an affiliate program. So affiliate programs are basically here to manage everything that goes around this product and or service and how you actually promote it. So there are many ways to actually find those. If you are into physical products, if your product is actually a physical product, the biggest affiliate program on the planet is Amazon. It's really easy to create an account on their affiliate site. It will be done in a matter of minutes. And then you can get a code that will identify that it's you and that you can place on your site. But I will tell you more about that in a minute. If your product is not a physical product, right, that you can find on Amazon, there are many other affiliate programs out there and many ways to find them. The usual way that I recommend is, because you actually know the product, right, or service that you want to recommend, just go on the platform, on the website of the product or service. Usually they will have something like affiliate program, partner program, partner with us, or something like this. That would be an affiliate program. If they don't, just reach out to them and try to say, okay, I want to recommend your product, I love it, and what can we do to actually work together? That, in my case, led to a lot of actual affiliate relations in the past, so that's a great way to actually get the affiliate link or code. The last way, there are other platforms out there to actually find products, especially digital ones. I'm talking about ClickBank or Commission Junction. However, with those, make sure that even if you pick a new product on those platforms, like you want to teach something to your audience, but you don't want to create the product, just make sure, if it's a course, for example, just make sure to actually try it yourself before recommending the product to your audience. Just make sure of doing that. That being said, I want to tell you about affiliate links. So that's the next step when you actually find your product or service. You found an affiliate program that actually has this product or service. Then you need to get what's called an affiliate link or code. So there are two kinds that I just said. They will sometimes, so the platform will sometimes give you an affiliate link, which is like a full link that you can include on your site whenever you want to recommend the product or service, or they will give you a code that you can just place at the end of the link that you will place on your site. So usually when it's like a one product thing, like for example, signing up for a software tool, it will be a link. When there are many products available, like on Amazon, it will be a code that you need to place at the end of the links that you send to them. Finally, let's talk a bit about commissions. So of course, the whole point, right, for you, the whole point of the game is to get money from it. Usually people will pay you as a percentage of each sale made on their site. It can be that they just give you a fixed amount per sale, or even a fixed amount per lead. That I saw that, and I use that myself with several platforms. For example, they will actually pay you something in exchange for somebody that leaves a phone number, right, or an email on their website. That's a lead, and they can pay you with that also as an affiliate. So it doesn't have to be a sale, but usually it's a sale, and usually it's like a percentage of the sale itself. Just to note here, if you are recommending like software tools or any other thing that is recurring, right, so people pay every month, usually you will actually get a commission on this as well, meaning that you can actually create some really passive income using affiliate marketing by recommending products that have recurring billing. So that can be very interesting as well. So this was my first step, how to pick a product. So at this step, you should really have a product, you should have an affiliate program, and also you should have gotten like your link or your code so you can actually get your commissions. The second step of this three-step process is to actually create some content. When you can actually place this link, right? You have this link now, you need to place it somewhere. So this can really be in a lot of different formats: text, audio, video, PDF, inside emails as well. So you can really be creative on where to place the link. Basically, the type of article, right? So the format and also the type of article will depend on the product or service that you are recommending. So I don't have the time here to actually give you, all the possible combination depending on what product that you can choose and tell you which article or which video you should create. But here are just some quick tips for this step here. So if it's a physical product, what I recommend doing is called a comparison article. Basically comparing products in the same category with the product that you actually want to recommend. Because people usually don't look for a specific product. They look for a category of products, and that's when they want to actually choose which one to pick. So therefore, I recommend creating articles where you compare what you want to recommend with other products, and at the end you actually make the recommendation with the one that you think is the best. For digital products like courses, for example, like video courses, they usually come with a higher price point. So I recommend creating actually webinars for that, where you actually teach something to your audience, and at the end of the webinar, you actually make the recommendation for this video course. So this is actually a great way to propose some course to your audience, even if you don't want to actually build it yourself, right? Again, you need to have tested it before and try it yourself. So that was for video courses. So for software tools, online services platforms, and all that's related products or services, it's actually great to show people in video how it looks like and what they can actually do with that. So for those, video is actually the best format that I would recommend. So this was step number 2 in this 3-step process, which is actually creating some content for the product or service you want to recommend. Part 3 is actually all about promoting now those pieces of content. So now we actually have it, this piece of content, so it's an article, it's a video. Now we have to drive traffic to it and see if people actually convert, so click on the affiliate links. So there are basically 3 strategies here that I would recommend to get started to actually promote those pieces of content that I just talked about. Not that it's active promotion strategies, right? I'm not talking about, for example, doing good SEO, which will send people from Google to your site. That's great as well, but that's more like a long-term strategy. Here, I'm really talking about what you can do to get started today, and that will give you like nearly immediate results. The first one, of course, it only applies if you have already an email list, is to actually promote this content via your email list. Just be careful, you cannot actually include affiliate links inside your emails for many affiliate programs. They will actually not allow this, especially true for Amazon, for example. That doesn't allow you to have links outside of your own website. So really be careful with this. I always use, for example, emails to drive traffic to those pieces of content, for example, videos, for example, articles on my site. And then those pieces of content contain the links, not the email itself. So especially if you have a good size of email list, above 1,000, 5,000 people, this can really be great because this will create some momentum on this piece of content that you created. Second way to actually promote those pieces of content that you created is via social media. So I know that Facebook, for example, doesn't really favor like what's called organic social media, right? When you actually post on the page, for example, only a few amount of people will actually see it because they want you to pay for traffic and not just post organically. However, depending on your niche, social media can be really great to actually generate traffic to those pieces of content where you actually have affiliate links. For example, Pinterest could be a great way to actually do that. Even Facebook is still a great way to actually promote some piece of content. You need a great audience for that. On one of my sites, I have I think over 5,000 likes. And that allowed me to have a great amount of visitors and then clicks on my affiliate link every month when I basically reshare some old posts that I've already written. So depending on your audience size, this can be great as well. The last step, if you don't have any audience, if you don't have any email list, well, that's paid traffic, of course. And also depending on your niche, right? It doesn't always work for all niches, especially if it's like cheap physical products. You just won't have the margin to actually use paid traffic. But for everything that has a higher price point, like much more expensive physical products, right? Like over $200. Video courses, obviously, which are usually sold around $500. Also, like software tools or platforms that have a recurring billing, because let's say somebody paid only $20 a month, but stay for like a year or maybe 2 years. That's already $200, $400, right? That you will get at the end. So you can actually, you have the margin to actually spend money in paid traffic. So with paid traffic, Google, Facebook, that's the two main that I use to send paid traffic into affiliate marketing offers. It doesn't always work. You have to test it yourself and really do the calculation. What you need to look at is how much it actually costs you for one person to take action, right? In e-commerce, people call it customer acquisition cost. You can actually call it the same here. So how much does it actually cost you in ads, right, to drive one person to actually buy, take the affiliate offer, buy the product or service that you recommend. Once you know that and you know how much you will actually get at the end from this customer, then you can actually drive traffic to your affiliate, to the content that you use to promote these affiliate offers, and you can see if it made sense or not. So this was basically my 3-step process to get started with affiliate marketing. So of course, that's just an overview on how to get started. There's much more to it in affiliate marketing to actually run a successful affiliate marketing business. So for that, I listed some resources just below this video. If you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook, it will be just below. You will find a lot of resources that will help you really build your affiliate marketing business and generate passive income from affiliate marketing. So if you have any questions about what I told you about in this video, about affiliate marketing in general, don't hesitate to ask by leaving a comment below. And that being said, thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.